Hey, Big Grocery. I'm hiding out in the garage. The wife woke up with a look in her eye. She wants to renovate the basement. She gave me a hammer. Said, pull down the ceilings and the walls. I did the ceilings. And then I gave her the hammer. And I'm like, I'm going to do a video. I'm going to ask Big Grocery to let me be their Iceman in Edmonton, Alberta surrounding area. So I can afford to hire somebody to rip down the walls. Because I don't feel I'm talented at ripping down walls and putting walls up and doing... I have trouble with measuring, okay? I can do some construction work, but it always comes out messy. I just cannot get the measuring and cutting done right. It's probably because I'm using the wrong tools, but I don't have the right tools. It's all so complicated. It's much easier for us just to talk ice. Okay, I'm much better at ice than I am at renovating. So let's talk ice. I want to be your Iceman in Edmonton, Alberta. I said that once, I'm saying it twice. I really want to be your Iceman. I know you have the one supplier Western Canada system, and I know there's efficiencies, and it probably costs more to support local. It certainly would require more paperwork, and efficiencies in the logistics is probably how Big Grocery makes its money on those very small margins. I understand all this, and the thing is, I also understand a small business can bring things that a big business can't, starting with a higher level of personalization. You call us and we're going to answer the phone, and if we don't answer the phone, we're definitely going to call you back. We can text, we can email. We're the perfect amount of desperate. We're willing to bring you ice on a weekend if there's a hot spell and you run out. Because the one thing we just don't want is we don't ever want to lose the foot in the door. If you give us the foot in the door in Edmonton, Alberta, we want to impress. We want to make sure you don't run out of ice, that you can count on us. And that's all we did. That would be fantastic. But we would also talk about the relationship with Big Grocery on our social media. We would say, people, you got to support this Big Grocery store because they support us. And the thing that would happen when people see that ice merchandise, they're leaving your store, they walk past it, tell them to pick up their ice, and they look at that ice merchandiser, and it tells the story of the big business supporting local, creating jobs in the local community, keeping the perfect neighbor, the one that waves, but that doesn't come over and talk. They just wave, the perfect neighbor that works at the small business. If you buy the product, you ensure that small business could employ the perfect neighbor can stay the perfect neighbor, and you don't get the over chatty one that brings the pies. I do like pies. I wouldn't mind the perfect neighbor would drop off a pie. The chatty part, I work in an ice factory. I'm kind of an introvert. The chatty is an issue, but if you want to drop off pies, I'm more than welcome to eat them. Anyways, the point is, 90% of us work at small businesses. I read somewhere online. I'm not entirely sure, but it kind of makes sense. You have big businesses, and then you have many small businesses that are feeders to those big businesses. And when you work at a small business, you feel that angst, that fear. Will I have a job next month? Will we make our bills? Will the company actually make a profit? And so when you go to a big brand or a grocery store, you see them supporting a local business, it gives you hope. It fills you with this warm and fuzzy feeling that, maybe your small business will convince a big brand to go with them, give them a chance, and keep the lights on for a little while longer. And that's really the beauty of the small business. It's that feeling that comes with it, and why I believe it would make sense for a Big Grocery to give Columbia Ice an opportunity to impress here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Keep the mouse strong to keep the elephant in ice on its toes. They call me Ernie Iceman. Ernie's the owner, I'm the Iceman. I used to be normal, I really did. Then I got a job at an ice factory. Spent too much time in a freezer, and I got frostbite on the brain, man.